I'm Chris from HRT Tactical Gear. I'm here at ShotShow 2023. I'm glad to be able to talk to the guys from MIL-SPEC Monkey. Great channel. So first and foremost, I'd like to talk about our LBAC, load-bearing adaptable carrier. It is a load-bearing adaptable carrier. We've taken our previous designs, we've expanded on the shoulder straps to widen those out. We have a rigid system that runs through the back of the system to help reduce the weight. It is adjustable so that you can place it on the back muscle so that it does carry more efficiently. We have kept our dual zipper system so that way if you have anything from our previous lineup, the rear panels, whether it's a half panel or a full panel, it is going to work on this system also. As we move down, you'll see that we are using a Tegris core for our cummerbund. It is adjustable for a plethora of different sizes. It has a sleeve. Our standard is a 4-band MOLLE interface. It has an internal pouch if you want to run an extra magazine, a radio, or something of a similar size. As we come around, the core, it has an attachment point using a micro rock buckle. The Tegris system, when it slides in, as it goes through the flap, it is going to go all the way through the front of the front plate bag, and that front plate bag is going to secure both the left and the right cummerbunds so that it's going to create a much more rigid carrying system, and it's going to help offset a lot of that weight. It also helps distribute the weight more towards the waist and around the torso of the body instead of just having everything carried from the shoulder straps. As we move forward, we have micro rock buckles as well on the front for QD. They are capable of being removed if you wish to not have the QD option. Our front plate bag is very similar to our rack and our H-rack. It uses a placard-based system. Currently what you see here is our best seller. It's our Maximus. The Maximus system has been seen multiple times, but just to give a quick overview, it is a multi-caliber system that uses multiple inserts. You can go everything from a heavy to a 5.56 all the way back down to a subgun. We've also got a plethora of different placard systems that we have on our website. On the front, we have 2 pockets that do open up with some Velcro interface, as well as organization pockets on the inside. You can run a plethora of different equipment in there. There is some Velcro for patches as well as shotgun caddies if need be. On the side there's 2 rigid inserts. You could use tools, magazine pouches, or smaller bezeled lights depending on the size that you use. But our LBAC, we're happy to have it out on the market. We're glad that we've got good sales on it. If you have any questions about the LBAC, feel free to reach out to HRT. We'll get any answers that you need. For 2022, we started our designs on our arc belt. It is an extremely light design. It comes in at about 5 to 6 ounces with just the baseline belt system itself. It consists of an Tegris core that has multiple sleeves, 2 at the moment for basically we consider our phase 1 design. On the inside of the sleeves, it contains a low abrasive Velcro to reduce wear and tear if you're not using an inner belt. The Tegris design has been cut so that it offers the ability for MOLLE interface direct to the core, or you could also run it through the sleeve and the core to attach magazine pouches, admin pouches, or other options. As far as the securement method, we have the slightly longer flap that goes through, and it's going to feed through the sleeve, and it's going to create the capture that's needed to prevent that front fold element that can occur in certain belts. The complete belt system is made from mostly hydrophobic materials. So the double-sided Cordura as well as the Tegris, they will repel water. It does use some nylon to attach your connecting points for the front of the belt. We use a laser cut system. This is going to make it much easier to have a proper cut. We have a mild sewing that goes through on the bottom of the sleeve just to reduce the amount of sewing that's necessary. It does have a contour, and the contour is designed to lay more effectively across the waist and the hips to make it more comfortable, distribute the weight more efficiently, and then that way it's going to be a much more comfortable belt for the long term. The inner belt, we decided to do a redesign. So the new design is going to be a Tegris-based belt with some Velcro interface. It is also contour cut to match completely the design of the ARC belt. And when it folds over and it reconnects, you're going to have a much flatter front, and that's going to reduce the bulge that's going to be towards the front of the belt. Here you can see a partially built out belt. We also offer a 30-degree cant for pistol magazines, so if you don't want to run everything vertical, this will make it a little bit easier for your draws. We'll get to the magazines now. Our magazines, they're laser cut. They use a rivet connection point. This is going to reduce the issues of any errors that can be created during the sewing process. We use an injection molded polymer internal for the retention on the magazines. The materials that we're using for this, they're less heat sensitive, so if you're in a hot weather environment, you're going to have less of an issue of worrying about if those are going to melt if you leave them in your car. Pistol magazines, they're going to be very similar. Laser cut, rivet joint, polymer insert. They're going to be used for smaller caliber 9mm style magazines. We've done an exclusive amount of testing on that to include everything from SIG, Glock, Smith & Wesson, Staccato, STI style 2011 magazines, CZ, as well as a couple other HK variants, just to make sure that we do have the retention on these. So the price range for the pistol magazines are about $16. Price range for the rifle magazine pouches looking at about $22. They're going to be very competitive with other magazine pouches on the market. The connection options that we are doing in-house is we are using a Tegris interface with a Tegris strap. However, the connecting options can also use malice clips, and malice clips as well as one wrap, if that's another option if you wish to use that. Holster options, you can Broco style the holster option in here as we have a True North concept. It will feed so that it goes where the Velcro option will not get lost. The slits on the side that are in a vertical manner, that will allow for the core to feed out, feed through the holster, then go back into the sleeve, and it's going to create a very tight fit without losing your Velcro connections. So we also introduced our advanced weapon light system. This is our 18350 variant of it. Has the head, if we start at the head of the body or the system, it's a 90,000 candela, 1700 lumens. It has a very nice tight hot spot as well as some surrounding softer spots. It's a true white, so you're going to have a much better true color contrast. As we move back, we're going to see that it is a small body. This is the 18350, so you need to use an 18350 battery with this specific system. Now the threads on the tail and the head are the exact same. This is going to allow for ambidextrous mounting, so if the individual wants to go low left, low or high left, high right, or low right, you can set it up however you wish. The tail, it is using the omnidirectional activator. That allows for the end user to do 360 degrees. as well as the body can be clicked in for constant on. We have built in the retention or a secondary redundancy option, so if you do come across an issue where the ODA were to, say, ever break, you can unscrew it and you can still activate the weapon system by using the tail cap. For 2023, we are going to be releasing a Picatinny option. The Picatinny option is a still pretty common usage at the moment. We're hoping to have this body out in the next couple of months. Once it finishes up T&E, we go into a production mode. Another thing that we're going to be bringing to market is going to be a light bar extender. The light bar extender is going to be a direct thread. So instead of doing an M-lock variant where you have two M-locks, you reduce the risk of losing your rear M-lock pieces. So the direct thread option is going to help it stay flatter. The sizes, we're still working on that. We may do more than one. However, this is the prototype that we're currently working with. And again, we're hoping to have this out in the very near future. Another option that we have with the light system, we'll start that. Another option that we have with the light system is the 18650 variant. The 18650 variant is slightly longer, but that's to give more capabilities to the light system. You can use the 18650 rechargeable, or you can run two CR123s. Now, one of the downsides to using two CR123s, it will be reduced outage and output and capabilities of the head. However, it still will be a very bright spot. We wanted to say thank you to all the subscribers from MIL-SPEC Monkey. You guys are an awesome base. Remember, support MIL-SPEC Monkey. Awesome dude. And we want to say thank you from HRT for watching this video today. Feel free to check us out at HRTTacticalgear.com.
If you like this video and want to support us, check out the MIL-SPEC Monkey store. Although known for morale patches, we also specialize in a good selection of DIY hardware and tactical accessories.